Hi, Mr. Franklin Rocco. I am a news reporter and I want to get your interview here in prison. After taking permission from law enforcement agency. Will you allow me for it?
Okay, I don't mind, reporter. You can take an interview.
Well, as the prosecution has consistently alleged against you that you have murdered Frank, who was your example son-in-law after having conspired with your daughter Maria, what do you say in this regard?
See, I am a law-abiding and an honest man until date. I have not killed, even in my life, and you are talking about killing a man. I have not committed any crime of any kind in my life till date, and as far as this case is concerned, prosecution has been completely failed and unsuccessful in doing proper investigation in this case, and failed to apprehend the real culprit or murderer. Secondly, there was absolute pressure of media and public at large on the prosecution to arrest and book the Frank's killer as quickly as possible. As a result of which the investigation is done in a hurry. Consequently, the prosecution has failed to catch the real culprit, and in order to hide their failure, the investigation officer had made Maria and me a scapegoat, and have falsely implicated and dragged us in that false case.
But the prosecution says that they have strong evidence against you?
Have you known what that evidence is?
No.
Well, okay, let me clear it. They have evidence of print of shoe sole and Frank's dogtail story. Even no stolen article is alleged by the prosecution have ever recovered. How rubbish is that? What a joke. There is laugh at the prosecution. Well, anyway, beside it all there is some cover of cartridges and rifle cover, except these, there is nothing else. Is all that enough to charge someone for murder? Of course not. If you, being reporter or anyone will ask the prosecution, as to whether any shoe has been recovered, having the same sole? Have any rifle and gun ever recovered? Even no stolen articles as alleged by the prosecution have ever recovered. Even irrelevant statements of irrelevant prosecution witnesses, who were friends of deceased Frank, were recorded and relied on. They were neither the eyewitness to the crime, nor had any concerns with present case. What the same on the prosecution? The prosecution story is that it is done by the help of mob. Is any other person who was part of the said mob ever arrested or interrogated? No. Never.
Well, but prosecution also says that Maria had sent threatening messages to Frank. What would you say in this regard?
See, both were husband and wife, and this kind of things are normal between husband and wife, you know, so there's nothing threatening in this regard. The said allegation is totally baseless.
Well, the prosecution states that Frank's mini truck was found 8 to 10 kilometers away from Maria's house.
See, if according to the story of the prosecution, if I could hide the rifle and shoes, then why cannot the truck also be hid by me? And the other important thing is that why would any murderer take away the truck of victim? Perhaps, I am not so stupid, man. You know. Actually, the real killer has cleverly left the truck there, deliberately, so that the investigators' attention could be focused only on Maria and me, and this is what had happened in this case.
So, do you want to say that all the charges against you and Maria are baseless and false?
Yes, of course, there shall be no doubt about it.
Well, thanks Mr. Franklin Rocco for this interview of you. I do hope you would be successful in your trial.
Well, thanks, it's my pleasure.